guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and this week we are giving you guys recordings from the OTS winner box that I was judging the previous week. Now, luckily, my locals, when they were doing this OTS winner box, they allowed me to record every single match of Table 1, and we're going to be talking over these games, because honestly, I'm curious to see how these matches actually went, because obviously I was judging, so I didn't see every single game, and it's good to get you guys some content that isn't my usual content, where I'm just doing games that I've actually played. So this match is against Naturia and Swordsoul, and the Naturia player is going to start off by using Mole Cricket's effect to special summon a Naturia monster from the deck, most likely Camilla. He does go ahead and summon Camilla from the deck, and he's going to go ahead and send one Naturia card from the deck to the graveyard, probably Sacred Tree, because that'll allow him to go ahead and get the free search, but he chooses to send Sunflower. Okay, interesting choice sending Sunflower there. Maybe he has the ability to revive it with the Quick Play Naturia spell card. But no, he just chooses to pass, so he's probably banking on the Naturia Sunflower's effect to revive Camilla's effect to revive the Sunflower from the graveyard. So he's going to go ahead and read Sunflower now, just checking what it does. And he goes ahead and Kaiju's the Camilla. Okay, so this player is on Kaiju's as well, and he's going to go ahead and use Yugioh to go ahead and special summon itself, discarding a card. Sadly, there was glare during this game one, guys. I do apologize. We do move the camera in later matches, and it looks like he did discard a Tenyi, the light one to be specific, and he special summons Baron de Fleur with the Chien and dealing 1200 to the opponent. Okay, so currently 1200 down. Let's see if this Swordsoul player can OTK. So he does activate the Swordsoul spell card, the Searcher, which will allow him to go ahead and search any Swordsoul card, well, monster card. He goes ahead and searches the Mo Yi, and he'll probably end up normal summoning that Mo Yi. He does normal summon the Mo Yi, uses the effect to reveal and special summons a token, and then is going to go ahead and, well, he's banishing. Okay, so he's banishing the Tenyi to go ahead and special summon a Tenyi from the deck. Looks like it was a Vishuda, from what I can tell. And he goes ahead and summons the Monk, banishes the Vishuda to return the Kaiju to his hand, and is then going to go ahead and Synchro Summon into a Yugioh. And using Yugioh's effect to chaining one to search a Tenyi monster or Tenyi card. So, as you can tell, guys, I'm starring a bit. I do apologize, but we're going to see how this game goes. And he's going to go ahead and use the effect of Mo Yi to draw as well. So he's drawing and searching. Okay, so what's he going to search from the deck? Probably something like, oh, well, I can't even see it. Like, the glare is really bad, guys. Oh, he does search out Blackout so he can have the pops if the Naturia player does somehow survive. But it seems the Naturia player never activated Mole Cricket's effect, or the Baron did negate it. But it looks like that is actually game, because the 1200 damage was enough to end up OTKing. So 1200 plus Baron, that's 42, 38 in total, yeah. So that was game in total, 8k OTK right off the bat. Interesting to see. So it looks like we're going to be going into game 2. Players are now siding. So what are they going to side into? That's the question. What is this Naturia player going to side going first? It doesn't actually look like the Naturia player is siding any cards, though. He's just shuffling up, maybe going through his deck, thinking what might be worth siding before taking out his side deck, whereas the Swordsoul player is going ahead and putting in some cards. What could their Swordsoul player be putting in? Maybe something like Evenly Matched, Dark Rule No More, just stuff that will be really, really good for going second. Alright, so it looks like they have presented decks, and the Naturia player didn't side a single card going in. That's a very interesting choice. You would think that the Naturia player would definitely want to side in some going first cards, such as Anti-Spell Fragrance or something along those lines, but we'll see how this game goes. And it looks like, this was something that actually happened during it, where we realized there was the glare, and we just moved the camera a bit to try and, kind of make sure that we can see the cards that he was playing during the game. But it looks like the Naturia player is going ahead and using a Super Heavyweight Samurai Bike, which will allow him to search these Super Heavyweight Samurai cards. So he gets Droll and Lockbird, though, after adding a Shadow. And it looks like we just moved the camera back here. Yeah, the camera did just get moved back because we can't tell what's going on, so it was kind of sad. But he goes ahead and activates the Prodigy, which is going to go ahead and put a Benkei into the Pendulum Zone. It's a bit unfortunate that he can't use that Benkei to search, but we'll see what kind of board he can end on through this Droll and Lockbird. Okay, so how is this going to work? Like, what's the Naturia player's thought process here? because he can't really do much. He still has his normal summon, so he could go ahead and normal summon something like Camilla, send something to the graveyard, or he could go ahead and normal summon any level 4 to make a level 8 play. It looks like he's going to special summon the Shadow though, so he goes in and special Shadow, maybe making a level 5 synchro play. I'm not too sure what you would make here. Maybe something like Denglong so you can have that disruption if he has the trap card in hand already. Or he's just keeping the Shadow so you can go ahead and steal a spell or trap card. Like, I'm not too sure where you would go with this. He could also go for a Link play. That is an option. Okay. So, he goes ahead and normal summons Bike. Alright, that's good, because that's going to be able to make the Prodigy, well, the Shadow Ninja a level 3, I suppose. So he could go ahead and make a level 7 synchro play. Because I believe what Bike does is it gives an additional 2 levels to any machine monster, if I remember correctly. Because it can make Prodigy a level 6, it can make itself level 4. And he does go ahead and synchro those off into a Naturia Beast. Okay, so he did go ahead and give those extra levels, and he chose to make Naturia Beast. That's infinite spell negates, so if the Swordsoul player has only... Oh, he's got Imperm, though. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's going to make it very hard for the Swordsoul, well, the Naturia player to play the game. So he goes ahead and normal summons Ecclesia, uses Ecclesia's effect, and he gets Ash Blossomed, but then the Swordsoul player is going to use an Emergence, which is going to allow him to search any Swordsoul card. It looks like he searched a Tyre, and, well, the Ecclesia was special summon then, because he's gone ahead and normal summon the Tyre, and he's going to go ahead and summon the token by banishing Emergence, and summon Baxia. Okay, so Baxia is then going to trigger with the Tyre going ahead and sending something to the graveyard. What will he send to the graveyard? Who knows? Like, there's plenty of options. Probably something like Vishuda or Ashua or Ashuna, just so he can go ahead and get a free summon from the deck. But we'll have to see. So he goes ahead and shuffles away the Pendulum Scale and also the Prodigy. I wouldn't have personally gotten rid of the Baxia, just because putting the Benkei back means they can then use another Prodigy. So he goes ahead and sends something. I didn't see it. The glare is very unfortunate, guys. I do apologize for this round 1 glare, but it is fixed in later rounds. So he goes ahead and tributes it, and it was Moyi that he sent to the graveyard. And the Swordsoul player is using Gold Sarcophagus, banishing a Blackout. That's actually smart, because that allows him to go ahead and get a token. That's really clever. I don't think I've ever thought of that. So he goes ahead and summons the Shuen, which will allow him to search any... Oh, sorry, Chi Shao, which will allow him to go ahead and search any Swordsoul card, and then also give him the ability to draw a card with the Moyi as well. So, some smart ideas coming in here, things that I never thought I would actually see coming from a Swordsoul player. And the Swordsoul player adds Iris. Okay, specials the... can he special summon the Iris there? Like, nothing's been activated that can negate, right? So why was he able to just special summon the Iris? Maybe he used this Shishao? No, because there's nothing banished. Okay, I'm a bit confused to why the Iris was special summoned there. Maybe it's something I didn't see. Maybe it's something I don't know about the card personally. But I don't understand how he was able to special summon the Iris. Because I'm pretty sure it's only when a card is negated or when a card is targeted, right? So I think that might have been a misplay there, might have been a little bit of a cheat that wasn't picked up. But the Naturia player summoned a Camilla, got negated and passed, so I think this might be where the game ends here. Very unfortunate, but it seems the Swordsoul player has got it. But I don't think that Iris should have been there though. I feel like that's a bit of an accidental cheat there, which is a bit unfortunate for the Naturia player that they both didn't catch that. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments. But it's kind of interesting to see these things and maybe be like, oh, this could have been wrong. Like, I'm not too familiar with Swordsoul Iris myself, so it's one of those cards that don't really see a lot of play. Okay, so what is the Naturia player going to try and do now? So it looks like the Naturia player just scoops. He drew into a bell, and that is round 1, guys. I hope you did enjoy that. I'm sorry for the glare, but there is no glare in future rounds because we did actually move the feature match table after this because we did notice the glare. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this round 1 feature match. I'll see you guys in the next feature match, which will hopefully be a little better and have no glare.